What are you gonna do in the future with grades like that? Your life is over. I think about my life in my own way. Leave me alone. My classmate, Goro Nichida, keeps being sarcastic towards me. Oh, but this situation is a great idea for story writing. Hey, how dare you end the conversation and take notes? Our high school is gonna be different, and we will lead different lives anyway. With that in mind, I ignored the daily insults. But, hey, is your company on the first floor of that building? So tiny! People with low educational background are losers even if they become adults. The year I turned 25 after entering the workforce, I met him again. I work at a large company here. The whole building is my company, you know? It's amazing. Stop that, you boasting? That's embarrassing. What did you... Shut up, you high school graduate. That's why I said you're an idiot who doesn't think about the future. After all, the world you live in is determined by your educational background and place of work. My name is Hajime Moesugi. I'm an ordinary office worker at an ordinary company. In order to prioritize what I want to do, I chose a job that was easy to work in. The salary is not high, but it suits me, and I'm satisfied with it. I don't want to live a glamorous life, and I have plenty of savings, so I'm happy. But I'm doomed to think I'll have to bear with Nichida's sarcasm again. Well, that might become a good idea for my story, though. Meanwhile, Nichida was returning home, frustrated. Damn it, I had no idea he was working in the building across the street. Ah, damn. He's always being carefree, and just looking at him makes me angry. And lately, my subordinates can't do any work at all. My burden's only increasing. That's frustrating. Oh, that's right. At times like this, I'ma read my favorite manga. I bought a lot of manga today. Just like that, Nichida fills his bed with manga and begins to relax like an elementary school kid. Whoa, seriously? Pentagon Sensei's latest work is so interesting. I'll send Sensei a message later today. I really wanna meet him. With the face of a maiden in love, he immersed himself in reading manga. On the other hand, I was greeting my sister and her friend who came to my house.
Hey, Ni-chan. We'll be here for a few days.
Hey, you have an exam tomorrow, right? Do your best. I'll make you a katsudon.
What? Are you trying to get us heartburn tomorrow? No way.
High school students have strong stomachs, right? I wanted to try making good luck katsudon once. Try it, just a bit. The girl who treats me coldly is my younger sister, Mion. She has always thought of me as a bad example, and...
Thank you for having me. I think I'll be bothering you, but...
This girl is Shinobu Koino. She's a cute halfy girl. No, you're fine. Make it your home. Since you became Mion's friend, she's become kinder to me, so I'm happy to have you here.
Oh, thank you. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw Hajime-san. He's really cool after all.
Mio and Shinobu are third-year high school students. They came here to take the entrance exam for a private university in Tokyo. After quickly finishing dinner, the girls immediately started studying. Well, I guess I'll work on the side too.
Work? Just drawing manga, right? But Hajime-san is a pro, right? Isn't that amazing? You know what? Drawing manga itself is fine. The problem is that he uses people around him as models for his characters without permission.
I'm a manga artist as part of my job. Of course, the genre is rom-com.
Oh, hey Shinobu, the formula here is wrong again. Be careful. Huh? Oh, you're right. Oh, thanks. Good thing I noticed it now.
Woohoo! That was a nice friendship right there. Great idea for my manga.
Ni-chan, you're noisy. Out in the hallway.
So, on a cold winter night, I ended up standing in the hallway for a while. Of course, I did nothing else to interfere with their studies. Sorry, girls. And the next day is the exam day. I wake up early in the morning to make a lunchbox. Mio must be nervous as well. She murmured a small thank you and accepted it.
After the exam is over, would you like to go eat somewhere for dinner tonight with us?
Huh? Okay. It's a good work dinner party, huh? I might make you wait a little bit, but is that okay?
Of course it's okay. Yay! That will be great reward. I'll do my best today.
Delicious food is perfect as a reward, isn't it? I should look for a good restaurant. Time passed quickly, and it was evening. The girls had left the venue.
You're more nervous about going to see Nichan than about the exam. Your heart is pounding. I can't help it. I don't see Hajime-san in a suit very often. I'm nervous. My friend is in pure love with my brother. I feel complicated. Well, because you're so purely in love with him, I can't help but support you, so I started interacting with him more and more, but seriously, what do you like about that lame guy? My family is strict, right? Manga was never allowed, so I visited your house and read it for the first time. Then I saw Hajime-san drawing a picture. I thought it was like magic. Grades, awards, accomplishments. I had been living my life with only those things in my mind, so I felt like my horizons expanded. It was like, there are so many amazing things in the world. It's true that you were a bit depressed when we first met, so maybe it was a good encounter. Plus, the sight of Hajime-san pushing forward into a world I doesn't know about looks really cool.
Shinobu-chan suddenly looked up at the building and had a slightly complicated expression on her face. Mion tilted her head.
What's wrong, Shinobu? My brother's company is on the opposite side. It's this way. No, nothing. I wonder if he has finished his work.
When the girls arrived at their destination, there were two guys making a small noise. You're so persistent. Stop getting involved with me. You're like one of those typical nosy obasans in the neighborhood. Huh? Shut up. A poor-looking suit and a poor-looking bag. It doesn't suit this office district. Just the thought that I'm breathing the same air as a bottom feeder like you is so unpleasant. Why don't you quit your job already? I'm neat and tidy. I take care of myself properly. Leave me alone. Mio and Shinobu-chan widened their eyes when they saw me being harassed by Nichida again.
What is that?
You're really creepy and disgusting. Bottom feeders should just crawl around.
Hajime-san is not a bottom feeder. Please stop. Hey, Shinobu, stop! He might be his business partner.
Shinobu-chan steps in between me and Nichida. Huh? Who are you? Why are there high school girls in a place like this?
You've been harassing Hajime-san. What do you know about him?
Shinobu-chan? What do I know? This guy doesn't have much of an academic background, and his company is at the bottom. He has no merit whatsoever.
Educational background is not everything, and there is no bottom or top for a job. And Hajime-san is a manga artist. There is nothing wrong with someone who has the ability to move people's hearts, is there?
Huh? A manga artist? It's probably just a self-satisfying hobby anyway. Does he have a business card? Huh? Ah, yeah, here we go. Nichida receives it, surprised that I actually had one. Huh? Pentagon? What? From that manga? No, it can't be. Are you a pretender? You bastard. There's no way a guy like you could draw a shoujo manga with such a modest and elegant design. Huh? Well, it's true that my editor has warned me to draw it modestly and elegantly. I mean, women's chest. Don't be silly. What an inappropriate joke. You bottom feeder have no right to pretend to be Pentagon Sensei. Oh no! I custom ordered that card. That's pricey, you know?
tore up Hajime-san's business card?
Huh? So what? These business cards are trash. Mine's much better. After all, I'm an elite employee of Trading in Love across the street. Huh? Are you satisfied now? I'm embarrassed by all the attention we are getting, so can we go? After I pointed it out, Nichida finally noticed the gazes of the passersby around us, and he started looking uncomfortable. A working adult being protected by a high school girl. What a lame guy. Fine, that's it for today. Seeing Nichida leave quickly, we felt a sense of relief. I'm sorry. He's a former classmate of mine, but he seems to hate me.
You always get harassed by really weird people, don't you? Well, I'm glad he wasn't your client or anything, but shouldn't you act a little more dignified? Come on, let's go eat, Shinobu. Shinobu? I have now made up my mind.
Huh? Mio and I couldn't help but be stunned by Shinobu-chan's unusual atmosphere. The next day, when Nichida went to work as usual, he was immediately summoned by the president. What does the president want with me? I'm nervous. Well, you've always been shy to come here. I never thought you would ever want to come here like this. How was your exam today? I'm sure you did well.
Yeah, it should at least get 90% or higher. I'm pretty sure I can pass.
A girl's voice? Excuse me, what? Nichida sees Shinobu-chan and lets out a voice of surprise. You're here. Actually, there's something I'd like to confirm with you. Let me introduce her first. This is my daughter, Shinobu.
I'm Shinobu Koino. We met yesterday, didn't we, Mr. Goru Nichida?
Maybe you were with Moisuke yesterday. Shinobu-chan smiles widely. She's the daughter of the president of Trading in Love, and she has been raised to be the successor. So let's get to the point. I heard that you are making condescending remarks towards an employee of another company. And you were even shouting loudly in front of her building. Apparently there are witnesses, and we've got a number of complaints.
I know, because I was there too. While proudly saying the name of our company, he kept abusing that gentleman. That was a very shallow act that is enough to damage our company's credibility. Are you aware of that?
I met up with a classmate from junior high, and have gone too far with my jokes.
So, it's okay for a working adult to slander others as a joke? You even tore up his business card. Until now, I lacked confidence in my ability to succeed the company, so I didn't want to come here. But I cannot ignore employees who look down on others and behave in a rude manner. I don't have authority yet, but I could at least report this to my father. Please look back on your actions.
Nichida was just breaking out in cold sweat in response to Shinobu-chan's scolding. His face turns pale. The president then sighs. I've also heard from your direct boss. It seems that you've been stressed out these days, and have been hard on your subordinates as well. I cannot entrust the work of a supervisor to a guy who can only think about himself. I am very sorry. I am deeply reflecting on this matter. Please give me a second chance. You're a hard worker and can do your job, but that's not enough. Start over from scratch. Oh, no way! His demotion was announced by the president. Nichida was completely depressed and hung his head in disappointment.
Cheer up. It's true that you've been acting out of control these days. Take this demotion as a good lesson.
Fushima-senpai. I've been thinking I was the hardest worker and the best guy in the world. I'm so pathetic.
You're a surprisingly honest guy, though. Okay, let's go have a drink today. Let's talk about our favorite mangas while getting drunk. You have that favorite artist who you always send your passionate messages to, right?
Then, I bumped into Nichida again. Nichida looks at Shinobu-chan, and his face quickly turns pale.
President's daughter! Oh, thank you for your hard work. You are Fushima-san, right? You were presenting in last year's company-wide meeting. I saw you in the video. Oh, yes, that's me. I heard that you came on a company tour today. Yes? There was an employee who was causing problematic behavior, so I had reported him to my father.
Shinobu-chan gives Nichida a cold stare. He's shaking. Then, a female employee who appeared to be Nichida's senpai looked at me and let out a voice of surprise and joy.
Oh my goodness. You are Pentagon-sensei?
Oh, do you know me?
Of course! I saw you at the autograph session. You don't usually show your face in the public.
Thank you for your support. Oh, I can give you my autograph if you want.
Wow! Is that okay? I always carry your manga with me to recommend it to people. I'm like your self-proclaimed missionary.
We were delighted with this unexpected encounter and talked happily. However, Nichida looks as if he's in despair. Heh? Senpai? What do you mean? Pentagon-sensei is... this guy?
That's right. You can only see him at autograph sessions, so I'm really happy. The psychological depictions in your manga is so detailed and crazy. The last chapter was also great.
Really? There was a good motto for the latest chapter. Ow! Don't kick me, Mion! At that time, Nichida remembered the love he had for his favorite manga artist. The days he continued to send love letters to that artist. I wonder what kind of person Pentagon-sensei is, drawing such a wonderful shoujo manga. I'm sure Sensei is wonderful. She must be a wonderful lady! And Nichida fell to his knees, as if he had been defeated by something.
Oh, he must be so happy that he can't stand standing anymore. Sensei, he's a huge fan of you. The amount of his love for you is crazy.
What? I didn't know that. Nichida, you also read shoujo manga? Maybe I misunderstood you. Nichida became fossilized, so I decided to draw my autograph on the back of his left hand. And as I saw him being dragged by his senpai, I decided to work even harder on my manga. After that, Nichida, who returned to a rank-and-file employee, began to work hard, as if he's trying to forget something. He worked day and night, even finishing all the work of his inexperienced kohais and negligent senpais. It seems that even his boss was so taken aback by his fierce work style that no one could complain. And a few months later, Nichida took off on an overseas business trip, and he's still traveling around the world for work. Whoa, Nichida-kun has changed. After all, people can grow no matter their age.
I think he's probably just trying to forget the shock of his heartbeat.
Meanwhile, Mio and Shinobu-chan came to my house to report that they passed the exam. Congrats, both of you! Today's a feast!
Thank you, Nii-chan. I got in the same department as Shinobu, so we'll continue to be together.
Oh yeah? Time to collect ideas for the university edition of my manga! By the way, I was very surprised back then when I learned that Shinobu-chan was the president's daughter. Mion also didn't know too much about it either.
Oh, Hajime-san, you're thinking about drawing a new manga, right? Have you decided on a topic?
Well, not yet. I hope to get some good ideas soon. Then, Shinobu-chan approaches me and hugs my arm tightly. Huh? Why? What?
Then, how about a female college student who falls in love with a manga artist? I'll give you lots of ideas. We can go on a date or even do a sleepover, you know?
Hey, Shinobu-chan? No way! You! Shinobu-chan looks up at me. That's when I finally understood her feelings. After that incident with Nichida, you've become very forward, haven't you? Ah, she's cute, but she's still a minor. Please, give me some time to prepare my heart for this.
Boo! be waiting for you.
There are so many things in this world that we think we know but don't know. I don't even know everything about the person next to me. So, by spending more time with her, I'm sure I'll make new discoveries one after another. I hope to take in each of them one by one and cherish it.